On many nights in the Middle East, sirens break the silence and people rush toward shelters. On screens across the world, viewers see bright streaks of light crossing the sky as defense missiles rise to meet incoming rockets. Israel's Iron Dome is often described as one of the most advanced air defense systems ever built. Yet despite this shield, some Iranian missiles and rockets launched by allied groups still reach Israeli territory. To understand why this happens, it is necessary to look at the long and complex conflict between Israel and Iran. After the Iranian Revolution of 1979, Iran's new leadership began to oppose Israel strongly. Over time, Iran developed alliances with armed groups in the region, including Hezbollah in Lebanon and later groups in Syria, Iraq, and Gaza. These groups became part of a wider network often called the Axis of Resistance. Missile technology became a central part of Iran's strategy. During the Iran-Iraq War from 1980 to 1988, Iran experienced heavy missile attacks from Iraq. That war pushed Iranian leaders to invest deeply in missile development. Over the following decades, Iran built a large arsenal that included short-range rockets, medium-range ballistic missiles, and more recently drones and cruise missiles. Israel, meanwhile, faced repeated rocket attacks from neighboring territories. In the early 2000s, and especially after conflicts in Gaza and Lebanon, Israeli engineers worked with support from the United States to build layered air defense systems. The most famous of these systems became Iron Dome, which entered service in 2011 and was designed mainly to stop short-range rockets. Iron Dome works through a network of radar and interceptor missiles. When a rocket is launched toward Israel, radar detects it and calculates its path. If the system predicts that the rocket will land in an open area, it usually ignores it. If the rocket appears likely to strike a city or critical site, Iron Dome launches an interceptor missile to destroy it in the air. This system has achieved high success rates during many conflicts. Israeli officials often state that interception rates can reach around 90% for rockets that threaten populated areas. Videos of interceptions have made Iron Dome famous worldwide. However, even a very advanced defense system has physical and operational limits that become visible during large-scale attacks. One important factor is the number of rockets fired at the same time. Armed groups supported by Iran often launch missiles in large salvos. When dozens or even hundreds of rockets are launched within minutes, air defense batteries must track many targets at once. Each interceptor also costs far more than the simple rockets that are often used against Israel. Another challenge comes from the variety of weapons. Over the years, Iran and its allies have developed rockets with different ranges, speeds, and flight paths. Some fly on simple ballistic trajectories, while others use guidance systems or lower-altitude cruise paths. Drones can also approach targets slowly and from unusual directions, forcing defenders to divide their attention. Geography also plays a role. Israel is a relatively small country, and threats can come from several directions, including Lebanon, Syria, Gaza, and sometimes from longer distances. Air defense systems must be spread across the country to protect cities, military bases, and infrastructure. This distribution can create gaps when attacks occur from multiple fronts at the same time. The events of October 2023 and the conflicts that followed again showed these pressures. Militants launched large numbers of rockets from Gaza, while tensions also rose on Israel's northern border with Hezbollah in Lebanon. Each wave of rockets required rapid decisions by air defense crews, and even with successful interceptions, some projectiles still managed to reach Israeli territory. It is also important to understand that Iron Dome is only one layer in Israel's defense network. Israel also operates systems such as David's Sling and the Arrow missile defense program. These systems are designed to intercept different types of threats, including longer-range ballistic missiles that could be launched directly from Iran. Iran's missile program has continued to evolve during the past 2 decades. Iranian engineers have tested missiles with longer ranges and improved accuracy. Some designs are intended to evade missile defenses through speed, maneuvering, or the use of multiple warheads and decoys. These developments create an ongoing technological competition between offense and defense. History shows that no defensive shield is ever perfect. Air defense systems can reduce damage and save lives, but they cannot guarantee complete protection. Even during the Cold War, powerful countries with vast resources could not build an impenetrable defense against missiles. The same basic reality applies in the Middle East today. For Israel, Iron Dome has significantly lowered casualties and damage from rocket attacks since its deployment in 2011. For Iran and its regional allies, missiles and drones remain a key tool for pressure and deterrence. Each side adapts its strategy based on the other's technology, creating a cycle of innovation that continues year after year. The result is a tense balance shaped by technology, geography, and political conflict. Sirens, interceptors, and falling debris have become familiar scenes in the region. The question of why some missiles still reach their targets is not simply about one system failing, but about the enduring reality that in modern warfare, defense and attack are always evolving together.